Hello, I'm Mr. Eddie, President of America, and welcome to Ed Talks, the series where I talk about any wacky old thing that pops into my mind. For this episode, I'm going to talk about the new craze that's sweeping the internet, Pokemon Go. Were you curious what my take on this new smartphone app experience is? Probably not. My guess is that you actually meant to click the link that was right above mine, that really cute cat video, but you clicked mine on accident. But hey, look, as long as you're here, you might as well sit a spell and listen to me ramble about this new gaming experience, right? Alright. So, unless you've been living under a rock, the new app Pokemon Go came out finally, and it has spread like wildfire. The premise of the app is pretty simple and kinda cute. You open up the program, and you walk around in the real world, and you catch Pokemon with your phone. That's actually a really cool idea, and let's face it, catching Pokemon in the real world has been a dream of mine since the first game. And you know what? And judging from the downloads this app has gotten, I think it's safe to say that I'm not the only one that has that dream. So, I got the Pokemon Go app right away, day one, and I've spent about the last 2 days fiddling around with it, so I think it's time for me to give my thoughts. I've caught a bunch of Pokemon, I've hit a bunch of the local Pokespots, and you know what? I even left one of my ghosts to help protect a nearby gym. So, after putting some time into the game, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't slightly underwhelmed and a bit disappointed. Look, stop typing angry things. Before you crucify me, allow me to clarify. I'm not calling Pokemon Go a bad experience. In fact, I'd say it's mostly a positive experience. For the most part, it's a cute, fun time killer. Alright, let me get the positives out of the way, and then I'll tell you why I'm disappointed. Catching Pokemon in the real world is actually fun. You wander around a bit, and Pokemon appear on your phone, you click on them, and you go to this augmented reality screen, where you can see the Pokemon in the real world. Yeah, it's a shallow illusion, it's just an animation plastered over what the camera sees, but it's still cute and it's fun all at the same time. The idea of Pokespots is also really fun. You see, for those who haven't played it, Pokespots are places in the real world that you can visit to get free items like Pokeballs, Revives, Potion, and Eggs. See, even though the game has a bunch of microtransactions, you can buy all those things with real money, I found the Pokespots have been more than generous. At this point in my experience, I found that by just walking my neighborhood a little bit, actually a little bit further in my neighborhood, I actually have a very busy area that has like maybe literally 6 Pokespots all within like 1 minute walking distance. I have found that I've had no need to spend any money. I have a glut of Pokeballs and Revives and Potions and Eggs and all that. And look, I can't complain. Visiting the Pokespots is generally fun. I mean, the different spots are just like different areas in your town. One, for me, one's a park, one's a church, one is a local butcher, another one is a local brewery. Now, that's what you need, beer and Pokemon. That's the winning combination right there. So, I mean, you get out, you're walking, you're getting exercise, and you're exploring your community. That's not a bad thing at all. So, I know it sounds like I'm enjoying the experience, and I am. But here's why I'm disappointed. After all is said and done, it's still kind of a shallow experience. I mean, it's a fun time killer to be sure, but there's no meat on its bones, so to speak. As far as I can tell, there's not anything to the game. There's very little game to speak of. You wander around, you come across random Pokemon, and you swipe a ball to catch it. I mean, you can power up your Pokemon to make them stronger. How do you do that? You catch more Pokemon. You see, unlike battling, when you get a Pokemon, you get Stardust and some candy customized to that Pokemon evolutionary chain. So in other words, if you catch an Eevee, you get an Eevee candy, and so on. A Charmander candy, and blah blah blah. You use this candy, and you use the Stardust to level up your Pokemon to make it even stronger. You can use a bunch of candies to evolve your Pokemon at some point. Cool enough. So if you want to go and catch like 20 Eevees, you'll have enough candies, and then you can evolve your Eevee. I think actually it might be less than that. I think Eevee is only like 25 candies, but you get my point. So what do you do with your now strong Pokemon? You take them to win a local gym by beating some local kid who's probably got more time to spend on the game than you do, so good luck beating them. But even if you do, you control the gym, and then you get coins daily for controlling that gym. You use those coins to buy shit so you can go catch more Pokemon. And you use those Pokemon to get more gyms controlled by kids that you probably won't be able to beat, and so on and so forth, and you get where I'm getting, where it's a shallow experience. It's really just, it's one big loop. Here's the real issue, at least for me personally. I mean, it's based off the video game, and the video game actually adds surprising depth to it. You could play it as casually or as in-depth if you want. In this, it's just a shallow experience, and I think part of the problem is that you don't battle with your Pokemon. You don't teach them moves, you don't battle to make them stronger, you don't battle to catch the Pokemon in the wild. It's none of that. Like, all you do to catch a wild Pokemon is that you just swipe a Pokeball at it. You just huck it at it. You're like a noob that's throwing Pokeballs at unweakened Pokemon. That's like rule number 1 of what you don't do in the game. And I understand it's an app. It's fine. I can deal with it. But really, that's all there is to the game. You don't even battle at the gyms. It's just a big click fest where the Pokemon seem to fight really quickly, and typically the one with the higher number wins. There's no moves, there's no strategy, and I'm honestly not sure if elemental types even come into play. I'm going to be honest, I really haven't experimented enough with that to tell you the truth on that. Just from the feeling I got at the one gym, elemental stats didn't come into play at all. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I fully admit I'm wrong. But I do know that there was no moves and there was no strategy. Also, you can't battle your friends. You can't even trade Pokemon with your friend. I mean, those were like the two highlights of the original game. I mean, Jesus Christ. Everyone had it in my school because you wanted to see if you could beat your friends. And if you couldn't beat your friends, at least maybe you could trade with them. Basically, this is Pokemon in its most condensed, simplistic form. And again, get where I'm coming from. I don't hate the game. I'm going to keep playing the game. But I'm not sure how long this game is going to keep my interest. As excited as I was for it, I don't know if I'm still going to be playing it next week, or next month, or in 2 months. By then, I honestly might have lost interest and moved on from that. I'll carry my 3DS around with me and play a real Pokemon game. And that's a cry to Christ. I've been playing Pokemon since the original Red days, and I can't imagine how many hundreds of hours I put into the series since then. I shouldn't be thinking, I'll play till I get bored. I should be hyped as hell for this. I should be playing... You know what? I should be playing it right now instead of doing this bullshit. Yet, here I am, with no urge to stop what I'm doing to go hunt Pokemon. I'm going to finish this video. So overall, like I said, it really is a fun experience. It's an interesting experience. I actually like taking walks. So it kind of just, you augmented the reality of your walk. That's kind of fun. It's just that there could have been so much more. And maybe it's selfish of me to want more. I'll fully admit that if that's your take on this. But it's just that looking at this, I could see how amazing this game could have been. And I'm not just talking good. I'm talking this game could have been amazing. This could have been transcendent. This really could have been like the new fucking hotness 100%. Here, all you had to do was take the original Pokemon Red, lock, stock, and barrel, and put it into the real world. You battle for real. You battle cyber trainers at the Pokespots. You heal at designated Pokemon centers. You test your mettle at gyms with pre-programmed leaders where you earn badges. And there doesn't have to just be 8 gyms. There could be thousands of gyms across the country. Why not? How many badges can you collect? Can you become a Pokemon Master? Can you collect them all? How good can you become? That's a whole lot better than, hey, can you catch enough of the same Pokemon to make them strong enough to set at the local gym so you can earn some coins? I mean, one of those things are way more hype than the other. So, those are my humble thoughts. But hey, this is Ed Talk. I want to know what you have to say. So in the comment section below, please tell me what you love about this game, what you'd like to have done different, and more importantly, what team did you choose? Honestly, I hope that you're all a member of the mighty Noble Red Squad, but, that's just me. So, seriously, I hope everyone's enjoying the game. I'm not raining on your parade. I am enjoying it too. I just kind of want more out of it. But more importantly, I really hope you're enjoying it safely, because seriously, this isn't me being wacky. This is not Mr. Eddie being a wacky joke. I honestly could see someone dying from this app. I'm being dead serious on this. Pay attention to what the fuck you're doing out there. Don't look for Snorlax while you're driving. Don't walk into traffic because there's a Pokespot there. Don't be fucking stupid, okay? Just be aware. I mean, it tells you that at the start, but nobody pays attention to those warnings. I just want to keep all you Americans safe, alright? Alright, until next time, I'm Mr. Eddie, President of America, and this has been Ed Talks.